Before we go forward, let's do a short recap. In my previous video, I showed the shooting, the execution of Alex Preddy. Now, that was a bit graphic. I'm going to show it again. Viewer discretion warning.
Before the shooting, Alex Preddy is seen arguing with officers. One officer pushes him back, and an individual is detained as Preddy's argument with officers continues. Preddy, holding a cell phone, was allegedly there as an observer to document what was happening. About a minute later, Preddy is seen standing in the street, filming, directing a car past him. An officer then approaches another apparent observer and pushes her. She moves to Preddy and holds him by the waist, and the officer approaches and pushes Preddy. A second woman walks over. The officer pushes her to the ground, then sprays Preddy with a chemical irritant. Preddy raises his hands to block the spray. Preddy and the first woman then move to assist the woman who is knocked down, and the officer continues to spray. Several more officers arrive and drag Preddy onto the ground. An officer in gray reaches into the struggle and comes out holding a gun that appears to match a photo of a gun released by the Department of Homeland Security. In this video, obtained by CBS News, you can clearly see the gun being removed from Preddy's waist by the officer. The first shot is fired about 1 second later. Slowed to a quarter speed, you can see and hear how quickly the shot follows the gun's removal. In another angle, you can see an agent watch as the gun is removed from Preddy's waistband before the agent pulls his own gun and fires at the kneeling Preddy. The officers move away from Preddy as at least one of them continues to fire. Preddy does not appear to be moving. Around 10 shots are fired in total by law enforcement.
Yes, that is what happened. Now, since then, that sparked a significant blow to the Trump regime. And a lot of things have escalated and happened to Trump and Noam and Stephen Miller and Kash Patel and a lot of other things. And they've been getting a lot of blowback because they can't keep up with it all. Trump, dementia mind, has been spiraling. He can't keep up with it. He just can't not keep up with it because he doesn't know what to do anymore. He and his shadow president Stephen Miller cannot keep up with it. He is on the verge of firing Kristi Noem. She has two choices: resign or get impeached. The Democrats, for the first time in years, the past couple of years, have finally decided to step up to the plate and take a stand. All except 7 who have voted to back up Republicans. Now, these Democrats who voted to back up Trump and vote for, or not vote for, but will vote with Trump, the Trump regime, and the Affordable, against Affordable Care Act, and just back out of what the the Democrats are trying to do. They are collaborators. You either vote with your party and try to help the American people, or you are collaborators. I'm sorry, but the Trump regime are nothing but Nazis. ICE is Nazis. These Democrats who voted to fund ICE, they're nothing but Nazi collaborators. To fund ICE is to fund Nazi collaborators. You're collaborators. And that is basically it. That's that's basically it. And in the past week, what happened? This past week, because I only film once, maybe twice a week. Let me show you what's good. Let me show you what happened. Yeah, Ilhan Omar got attacked, and this sick bastard sprayed her with a syringe. Now, at first, they didn't even know what it was, but they finally found out it was just apple cider vinegar. But what did she do? She didn't back down. She didn't step down. She just started crying like a baby. She went at him. She lunged at him. She was like, oh no, no, you didn't. You don't attack a black woman. You just sprayed my shirt. You just sprayed my sweater. Bust, I'm gonna bust your face in. I'm gonna bust your face in. Let me tell you something. I'm a black man. I have a black sister. You spray my shit, I'm gonna bust your face in. Okay? She went at him. Her security detail had to push her back, and they busted him down and they arrested him. Mr. Kazmierczak, or I can't really pronounce his. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Kazmierczak was arrested. I don't know his full charges yet. He's going down, and he's going to go down hard because you attacked a congresswoman. And I hope he gets full charges because I know what kind of charges he gets. Disorderly conduct, attack, federal charges against a congresswoman, against a congressional official. Federal charge. That's a federal charge. That's a federal charge against a congressperson. Okay? Okay, disorderly conduct, which is a criminal charge. That's a state charge. Attack against a congressperson, that's a federal charge. Okay? Attack with a biological agent, that is a criminal charge. That can either be state or federal. resisting arrest. That can be either state or federal. That's 4 charges right there, and they can charge him with a lot of other charges. So he can go down hard. Those are just 4 charges alone that I can think of, and I'm sure they can think of a lot more. So he can go down hard, hard.
To the president's response, where he told ABC News just a few hours after this happened, she probably had herself sprayed, knowing her. Before you respond, I do want to remind everyone that when President Trump was nearly assassinated, you responded and said, "We condemn acts of violence and pray for the victims. May calmness and decency prevail." And you said it was sad to hear the tragedy that had occurred. What went through your mind when you heard the president's response last night?
Well, the difference between the president and I is that I was raised to be a decent human being, and my faith teaches me to have compassion. And he lacks both of those things.
And this man was stoked by Trump. Trump is just doing the same thing that he did in 2020. He's rallying up. He is stoking up his base. The same thing he did in 2020. He is foddering the fire. He is rallying up the people to get them. He's firing up the people to get them to attack his opponents. That is all he's doing. Attacking the Democrats, attacking anyone he doesn't like, attacking anyone who opposes him. And that is what they're doing. Silent whispers. Silent whispers. And then he says, I didn't do anything. That is what they're doing. They're hearing the calls. We need positive politicians to get rid of them. Invoke the 25th Amendment. Get this lunatic out of office. Silence him. Silence him. And get rid of him. Republicans, you do not need him. Get a positive Republican. If you like my message, please comment, subscribe, SJ-Laws and More, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Comment SJ or email me sj-lawsandmore@gmail.com. I want to hear from you all.